seeing what other people are doing and comparing that to yourself, you never feel good enough. That's not being present. That's being somewhere else. My name is Freya Orban, and I'm 24 years old. I'm a mountain lover, trail runner, and cross-country skier. I'm from Sweden. I'm born and raised in Lund in the south. I like gardening and try to live sustainable because I want other people and other generations to be able to enjoy our beautiful nature that we have here. And I think I'm powered by sunlight. That's what keeps me going every day. Adventure could be many things. It could be the daily adventure when you just go out for a run after a long day and you bring some food and you eat it up at the mountaintop and then you run back home. That's a small little adventure, but it could also be out for several weeks in the wilderness. Just you and your backpack and go to places that are so unknown and untouched and just explore. I'm out for a weekly trip, a running trip in the mountains of Jämtland in Sweden. We're running between huts and we're just bringing our stuff in a little backpack. I decided to go for this trip because I was kind of stressed before and I needed to calm myself down. Too much of everything going on at the same time. It's always opportunities that can open new doors and that make me feel good as well. It's hard to say no to things that you like, right? I felt overwhelmed by a lot of things. It's so easy to end up in this wheel of constantly working or constantly moving forward. Also being a lot in social media and seeing what other people are doing and comparing that to yourself. You never feel good enough. You never feel good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. High heart rate, feeling like, am I getting sick? I can't really focus and listen to what people are saying. There's a lot of people texting me, there's a lot of emails, there's a lot of things that I should do. Keep going, keep doing the next thing that people are telling you to do. You have to perform your very best in everything you do. But is this what you really want from life? Feels so good.
Feeling overwhelmed by the pace of our everyday life is nothing unusual anymore. Our whole generation is affected, always aiming for the next goal without reflecting on what we already achieved. fearing silence, fearing the absence of busyness, fearing stagnation, feeling numb. What you called passion before feels like an obligation now. By recognizing all these symptoms, I needed to get out. Luckily, I found someone open enough to speak about the struggle and loves running as much as I do. That's why Freya and I decided to go where reception ends and adventure starts. Our plan was to run from hut to hut in the Swedish wilderness, an average of 30 kilometers a day, no phones, no contact to the outer world. Just us, our running shoes, and the raw beauty of adventure. We were curious to find out how long it would take until our rushed minds can finally slow down, enjoy, and remember to be present.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Go.
It was like super rainy and cold.
So we are 20 minutes in nature and we already hear wolves. Welcome to Sweden. We choose the region of Jämtland in western Sweden for our adventure. Being as big as Slovakia, but only having 130,000 inhabitants, it's more likely to meet reindeer than humans. We were running from hut to hut, which means waking up early, pack your gear. How do you like my adventure backpack?
It's wonderful. Today it looks great.
I'm just carrying around this reindeer horn and I think at the airport they won't let me pass. Start your run, meet some reindeer, enjoy the views, having conversations about life, having an ice-cold bath, picking some blueberries. We just stopped our run again for... What's it called again?
Cloudberries.
Cloudberries. You can see this one is really successful during her hunt for the berries. And sometimes meeting some locals to exchange stories. This daily schedule brings changes. Checking social media became enjoying the views. Posting stories became telling stories. Scrolling became resting. Your engagement rate became your blueberry picking rate. There were no comparisons, no subconscious competitions, except the one of a filmmaking runner and a Swedish pro runner.
Competing is something I really like, and I like to push my own limits and see how far I can go. But there's so much more of running. It's the adventure of just being out and the feeling that your legs can transport yourself up a mountain. That's a feeling that you just have to experience to understand. Running is also like my place of freedom and clearing my mind. Running means a lot, and that's why I want to be able to do it for the rest of my life, because every time I run, I feel the most like myself. That's my worst fear of life, to living it for someone else and not for me. I've been having the feeling a lot of times that I'm not enjoying the exactly spot where I am at the moment because of social media. Because you think that there's always something better, always something more pretty, always a bigger mountain, always a cooler race, always something better behind the next corner. All the time you're chasing something where you're not, like chasing a fake dream kind of, and you start to question yourself and your life choices, and you're never really enjoying where you are at the moment. We can't know if there's something better, and maybe it should be like that. Maybe we should just enjoy what we have and not all the time chase the greener grass on the other side, because maybe it's not greener. In the end, it's your life and your choices.
We chose small minimalistic huts instead of a hotel, zero reception instead of high-speed internet, conversations instead of Zoom meetings. What we got was time. Time to talk, to reflect, and time to listen. Listening to characters who made the same decision. The decision for less, to get more.
Yes. Ulla and Ulla.
Ulla and Ulla, yes.
Jag heter Isabelle Eriksson.
Alltså det är ju, jag brukar alltid säga att vara i fjällen, det är en lisa för själen. Att man, det blir ju en slags meditation.
Förut när jag använde sociala medier mer, nu lägger jag inte ut några bilder eller någonting sånt. Men då tänkte jag ofta liksom när jag såg någonting fint eller när jag upplevde någonting att jag ville dela med mig av det. Och det känner jag inte nu liksom att jag har samma behov av, utan de här bilderna jag tar nu, de sparar jag för min egen skull. Och för att kunna kanske dela med mina närmsta. Så att jag börjar sakteliga detoxa lite från sociala medier.
Ja, det är frihet.
Ja. Så att det är väldigt mycket det man vill komma hit för. Sen är det ju också det att man känner att kroppen orkar mer än vad man tror med. Man blir starkare när man kommer härifrån. Man får bära sitt vatten, man får kanske bära in sin ved, många sådana saker.
Jag känner den här base istället för att hemma så vrider man på kranen och så kommer vattnet. Här går man och hämtar. Här får man se till att får inte slösa med vattnet och man ska sortera sina sopor och allt det här.
Jag tror man lär, alltså det är ju så här människan egentligen är ämnad att leva, och det är ju precis det som vi gör nu. Med all den här lyxen som vi normalt har, det är ju inte, alltså det är inte hälsosamt i längden. Och jag tror det här är oerhört hälsosamt för människan att komma hit upp.
Absolut.
Hur vill jag bli ihågkommen, eller vad vill jag minnas tillbaka till när jag ligger liksom gammal på min dödsbädd? Och det är ju liksom kanske inte att jag hade ett fint hem eller en perfekt yta, utan kanske de sakerna som jag fick uppleva och fick göra.
Decision making in the mountains. We have big thunderstorm back there. We have rain coming in here. I'm gonna stay here. Freya is going for an approach.
I didn't have any other thoughts in my head than just I want to go to the top and jumping from this rock to the next one. I was 100% here and now in this very moment. That's a feeling which is hard to get elsewhere. That's being present.